Welcome back, time travelers. Buckle up, because today we're headed straight into ancient Rome.
In the vast history of ancient Rome, few names shine brighter than Julius Caesar, a fearless general, sharp politician, and a man whose ambition would shape the world forever. Let's dive into the incredible life of the man behind the crown of laurel, Julius Caesar. Early life and family: born July 13th, 100 BC, into a powerful Roman family. Uncle, Gaius Marius, a famous Roman general and politician, huge influence on young Caesar. At 16, his father died, leaving Caesar the head of the family. Married Cornelia, daughter of a political rival to the dictator Sulla. From an early age, Caesar showed signs of boldness. But when Sulla came to power, Caesar's life was in danger. He refused to give up his wife, even though it meant exile. Brave move. Military start and pirate adventure. Joined the Roman army to avoid Sulla's wrath. Fought bravely in Asia Minor, modern-day Turkey. Won the civic crown, a big honor for bravery in battle. Captured by pirates on a sea trip. Here's where it gets wild. The pirates demanded a ransom. Caesar laughed and told them to ask for more, because he was worth it. Once released, he hunted them down, captured them, and had them executed. Rise as a lawyer and politician. After Sulla's death, Caesar returned to Rome, became a skilled public speaker and lawyer, married again, but sadly lost his wife Cornelia in childbirth. Sent to govern Spain, where he dreamed bigger after seeing a statue of Alexander the Great. He was 33. Alexander had already conquered the world by that age. Caesar cried, then promised himself he'd leave a legacy just as big. Climbing the political ladder, returned to Rome, aimed for Pontifex Maximus, high priest. Took massive loans from Crassus, Rome's richest man. Won the election, but now he owed Crassus a lot. Caesar was charming, ambitious, and broke, but he knew how to build alliances. So he teamed up with two powerful men. The first triumvirate formed an alliance with Crassus, money; Pompey, military power; Caesar, charisma plus ambition. This trio ruled Rome behind the scenes. Caesar was elected consul, Rome's top position. Together, they ruled Rome. But Caesar had bigger plans. To make his mark, he needed a war, and Gaul was the perfect target. The Gallic Wars. From 58 to 50 BC, Caesar led campaigns in Gaul, modern France, Belgium, parts of Germany. Brilliant strategy. Made allies with divided tribes, defeated enemies like the Helvetii and Suebi, became wildly popular back home, too popular. Rome watched as Caesar's fame soared. His victories were legendary, but not everyone celebrated, especially not the Senate or Pompey. Invasion of Britain. In 55 BC, Caesar crossed the English Channel, faced fierce weather and even fiercer resistance, set up camps but couldn't hold ground for long, returned in 54 BC with more troops, gained more ground. He was the first Roman to set foot in Britain. His name echoed across continents. But trouble was brewing back in Gaul, the revolt of Vercingetorix. Vercingetorix, a Gallic leader, united tribes to drive out the Romans, used scorched earth tactics to starve Caesar's army. Caesar chased him to Alesia, where he built double walls to trap the city and fend off reinforcements. After a brutal siege, Caesar won. This was Caesar's masterpiece, a true military genius. Rome cheered louder than ever, but his growing power was too much for his old friends to handle. Civil war begins. The Senate ordered Caesar to return to Rome without his army. Caesar refused. He crossed the Rubicon River in 49 BC, declaring war on Rome itself. Famous quote, "The die is cast." It was all or nothing. Caesar marched on Rome. Pompey fled. The civil war had begun. Caesar's victory and dictatorship defeated Pompey in Greece, chased him to Egypt, where Pompey was murdered. In Egypt, Caesar met Cleopatra and helped her become queen, returned to Rome as a hero. Caesar was now the most powerful man in Rome. He declared himself dictator for life. Not everyone was happy about that. The Ides of March, Caesar pushed reforms, redistributed land, and centralized power. But many feared he wanted to be king, a big no-no in Rome. On March 15th, 44 BC, he was assassinated by a group of senators led by Brutus and Cassius. They stabbed him 23 times. Caesar fell at the base of Pompey's statue. His last words, possibly, "Et tu, Brute?" Even you, Brutus? Legacy of Julius Caesar. His death threw Rome into more chaos. Eventually, his adopted son Octavian became the first emperor of Rome, known as Augustus. The Republic died, but Caesar's name lived on. His name became a title, Caesar, used by emperors for centuries. Even the word Kaiser and Tsar traced back to him. Closing thoughts. Julius Caesar wasn't just a man. He was a force that changed history. He rose from danger, crossed oceans, conquered nations, defied empires, and paid the ultimate price. But his legacy? That's eternal. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.